Hey everyone! So my sample is getting a little bit big now, and today we are looking at the detached chain stitch, which you can use to create flowers or leaves. Often if there's a flower on a pre-printed fabric you're covering, these are great, especially over daisies. You can build them up, put as many petals in it as you like. This particular flower is made up of 5 separate stitches, so separate detached chain stitches. And to make one of these, you need to come up. So you come up at the centre, so the middle of your flower. So you can either mark that on the fabric or you can just try and imagine it. So if you come up and if you hold your thread away from the stitch and go down just a little way away, not in the same hole, but a couple of sort of threads of your base fabric away. And what you're creating is you're creating a loop here that you're going to trap in position. So if you come up, so if you imagine that's point A, you've gone down at point B, you're coming up again at point C. So, and this dictates the length of your petal. So this is where we've come up here. You now need to secure that petal. So you're coming down on the other side of the loop, outside the loop, just coming down. So it's not a big stitch, it's just a securing and trapping stitch, and then you'll get that little line there. You can have longer ones if that's part of your design feature. So to do the second petal, you're coming up a little bit further away, so you're imagining you've got that circle in the middle. You're coming up, trapping the fabric, the thread to make that loop, and you can come down through that very first initial petal stitch so that they all join up and make a lovely flower. So you'll come up again the length of the petal and come down on the outside of the petal. So it's easier if you turn your hoop. So if you come up again, still imagining that centre, I'm going to aim for 5 petals as it's a well-rounded flower. You go down through that first stitch for the previous petal. Make your stitch length. And when you're pulling these chain stitches, you don't want to yank them too tight. They just want to rest lightly on the surface. If you pull the threads too tight, you will make a very straight, sort of very taut, tight petal. What you want is a little bit of a natural curve, which you'll get if you don't pull too tightly. So you're coming down here, making that stitch. So if I show you, if you really pull it, you've got a very sort of tight, mean looking petal. You ease it out. Try that again. There we are. So you want that little bit of curvature to make it look a more natural shape. Ooh, I went off to the side. And finally, when you reach the other side, you want to come up in that first petal position there. So you come up through that stitch, make your loop, hold it away, and come down in the spot of the previous petal. So you're joining up all of your edges. Come up for the final time, pull it and leave it to rest, and insert. Okay, that one looks a little bit mean, so we'll just give that a wiggle and pull down. So there we go, detached chain stitch flowers. Have fun!